Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. Lauren will be one of Arsenal's legends. So Baba don't come and say I can't talk about Arsenal players and the way they don't play this season and how they don't make them feel. So Baba can't talk say Arsenal players this season they don't make them believe in Arsenal again with the way they play. And one of the most important things we call the bust the brain are the fact that these players are very young players again, so it make a whole lot of sense to the way that they play. Their consistency level is something that he never believed could ever happen again. Like, this is the type of Arsenal we have been demanding to see. Arsenal where they turn up, where they show up on games, where they play from the first whistle, when blowing of the whistle till the last minute of the game. Again, they will play very well. Say, waiting every Arsenal fan don't they always talk say, okay, this is what they want their Arsenal team to be about. Say they don't make them be very proud again. So I need to make sure say they go fit play very well next season when they qualify for Champions League. And Baba can make another important point. Come talk say 10 matches to go, regardless of whatever happens, whether they win the league, whether they don't win the league, they have made him proud already, because the way they play, when they start for the season, he never see what he say, he never saw it coming. That's what he's saying. So he never expected all these things to happen like this. So as it be like this now, because like I always keep telling you guys, we don't already get the main aim and objective we want at the beginning of the season by qualifying for Champions League. So now for him, whatever happens is just a big plus. You get whatever happens is just a plus. You get so we'll just see how everything. I'm some of them will disagree, say no, Sachs must win the league, must win the league. Well, if we win now, I will be very happy also. But if we no win now, I will be sad a bit, but it no mean say the season was a failure again. So let's proceed. So away from that, so Arsenal women don't beat Bayern Munich women 2-1 yesterday for the Champions League. I think that was the quarter-final. So one will go away for Bayern Munich. Bayern beat us 1-0 again. So I'm glad to get penalty for that. We score goal, they don't count. I don't know. Controversy for that match they play with. So now they can't come the Emirates Stadium, so we can't knock them 2-0 for the first half. Back again at the end of the match, we win 2-1. I will qualify, enter the semi-final stage for the first time in a decade. You get in more than 10 years. We don't enter the semi-final. This is just the first time. So now we're going to meet either of PSG or Wolfsburg. Now either of these two teams, where they don't meet, sort themselves out, we'll meet them. Then for final, we are more likely to meet Barcelona. And for the group stage, we see means Barcelona, and I think we beat them again. We shock them, they don't believe us. So for the final, anything can happen, even though we know how good Barcelona under Aziza to Shoala still they good. So we never know. At least even if we qualify for final, and a big prestige. And for the match, to Gaspar watch the match, I tell ourselves go watch the match. Like, we show them support now. Forget they be women, we show them support. So I just I let you know for those who know they follow Arsenal women football. Alright, for those who know they are aware, so Arsene Wenger don dey inducted into Premier League Hall of Fame. Him with Sir Alex of Manchester United. They are the first two coaches when they don induct into the Premier League Hall of Fame. No matter are players, then they induct there. Now the reason why they induct two of them, now start with Sir Alex. Sir Alex he coach Man U for at least 23 seasons and he win like 13 or 14 league titles. A remarkable feat, now be that one. Then as Wenger they say he revolutionized the game. You will to bring new style of play where say other people can they emulate. Like yesterday why they talk say with the copy Man City style of play. Point of correction and direction. That thing now Man City they copy our style of play, because when they talk about tiki-taka, now we and Barcelona they take no tiki-taka in the world football now. So I believe now Man City they copy us. Just say the tactics Pep when they use the fine tune and they get but normal. Now ask now when talk of England, say who plays the best football. Like I was in the FA they talk say what men choose as a Wenger, he revolutionized the game, brought a style of play. Arsenal we know for exciting and interesting football. You pay your money to come and watch the football, you get entertained and you go home happy. You know all those kind of things. And for the fact say I think Wenger can't do like the invincible season when go all the way unbeaten and nobody has been able to match that remarkable feat in the EPL. Every season people try it and fail again, because now something we say they very easy. Running about 20 something games and drawing 12 games. Now beans, not be beans now, easy. Playing the whole 38 games unbeaten, get on win the title. So that's why they induct Arsene Wenger, and at the same time they can't induct Sir Alex. So I'm happy for two of them. Alright, HITC reporter wey dem dey call Faro de Vigo come outside come dey talk say Napoli say dem dey interested in Gabriel Viega of Celta Vigo. They wan sign the guy. The guy is one of the hot prospects in world football now. He's a very, very young player, but the guy come dey talk say im preferred destination na im be Arsenal. And for people like me, I understand and I know why. If you are a youngster and they come talk say Arsenal define you, Man U define you, just define, maybe people define you, get the reason we make all these youngsters they choose Arsenal because they know they stand a better chance of getting into the first 11. The route to go to the first 11 is very, very clear. I think I know they discriminate, say okay, maybe you be 20 years old, maybe so wait, maybe it's 25 years old. No. He judges you based on your performance, based on what you can bring to the table. So Gabriel Viega will feel so okay, if I come to Arsenal, if it will be easy for me to play in the first 11. That is why he's choosing Arsenal over Napoli. So well, at the end of the season, we'll know how it goes. We know these small players now, flash money for in front now. Maybe Jackpot go Napoli. So what just the watch ya? Almost Simon Jordan will be one of the pundits at TalkSport. Come they analyze Bukayo Saka. So Babaka they talk say Bukayo Saka no be world class player yet. Get see many people they misuse that phrase world class and they apply him to Saka. Say he's a good player, no doubt. He's a clever player, but people you call world class are geniuses. Get people who they make things happen. You can give examples of people like Vini Jr., people like Mbappe. So these guys have won a lot of trophies in their career. They help their respective clubs to win titles. Get help their countries to win things. Get so you can't be comparing Saka. Say Vini Jr. now won Champions League, won La Liga. But how many things have Saka won? Now be the reason we can say he no go classify Saka as world class. Well, me, I understand where him is coming from. They judge Saka based on the trophies. Just like when some people they judge Harry Kane based on trophy win. You can say, how can you be Tottenham Hotspur highest all-time goal scorer and you know win one title? You know if they win one Shikini Cup, you get so you know make any sense. For that reason, Kane is not a better striker in his own opinion. So everybody get their own opinion. For me, I always say nobody is entitled to an opinion, but an informed opinion. You are entitled to an informed opinion, and for me, Simon Jordan is making a very big mistake here. So, if Vini Jr. dey for Arsenal, she go help Arsenal win the league. Don't judge them like that. When we say somebody is a world class player, we're talking about the individual, not what the individual has won. If Saka go join Real Madrid now and they play for them, they go win La Liga. They go win Copa del Rey. Possibility where they go win Champions League. He did there. So compare the caliber of players when Vini Jr. they play with. If Saka play with the Benzema, they whine. So these are the kind of things we check. Should we get a striker the caliber of Benzema who score like 20 goals per season? They whine me. So maybe they don't really judge things like that. So that's my own take, because me I look at things holistically. And some of these pundits where you see they get their own bias. So we just know that one for now. Alright, so for me, that's as they ask Arteta about this in tactic when they use Zinchenko on the midfield. Say where from Lenham. So Baba talk say when they did for Barcelona, they first tried that for Barcelona because when they did Barca, they play 3-4-3 diamond formation. So for there, the midfielders, the fullbacks, they enter midfield. Then apart from that, Pep come like revolutionize the thing, come bring them in a different dimension for Bayern Munich when play. When they bring Philipp Lahm, they enter the midfield, and I think can't go for Man City. He can't replicate that same tactic. Come make him a household team. Maybe say people, if you get sense, if you be manager who they observe, you go scam that say, this guy na fullback and midfielder. You get, and it can't be very, very easy for him to do it at Man City because they can't buy a creative player in Zinchenko as a number 10 in the former club, can't convert him to a fullback. That was why the guy can be very, very good in that midfield tactic. You get, so that's why him now when he come Arsenal, he can't still get that particular player. He don't want to do this thing before, but he don't get the player to implement him. Now me say don't get Zinchenko, he can't be very, very easy to infuse it into his style of play. Get, so according to him, he saying they learn different things from each manager. If he learn them, come bring the thing, he will come carry the thing, come skyrocket him again, come change the dimension, and that is what is working for him. That's why most times when we play some teams, people don't know how to mark or they say, actually this guy, now midfielder MB having a fullback. I don't understand. Alright, so Tony Adams don't come outside on the talk, say playing Champions League football and the EPL next season, say it no go be very, very easy for Arsenal. Now for those who know, Tony Adams is one of Arsenal's legends. So you can talk say next season we'll be playing two top tier competitions in the EPL and the Champions League. Now we all know that Arsenal's bench is not as good. You can talk say when you look at some matches, so we'll rest some of our players, all those kind of Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, or whoever, Trossard, Saliba, will rest all these players. Ramsdale will rest them. They say the showing with the second 11 they give us na bang average. You can't carry a bang average team to go and play the Champions League, or carry a bang average team to go and play the EPL. You go backfire against you. So you can talk say our top 6 players, all those guys, Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, Ramsdale, Jesus, or whoever is there. We need these guys to be playing week in, week out, but it is not possible. So we need a replica of this kind of players to be on our bench. Our bench is good, but they could be better, or we could need the best. That's what we're talking about. So we don't have a top tier second 11. We just have bang average players. And next season is not going to be like this season where we are playing one top tier competition and another second tier, because we play EPL, we can't play Europa League. You can't compare the pedigree of Europa League to the Champions League. It is called the Champions League for a reason, because it's the League of Champions. So that's why they talk say next season we must make sure say we correct most things, so we get now like all these bank average players now in the summer, sell off a lot of them, buy confirmed players, because we want to give a good showing in the EPL next season and the Champions League. This season, people will just say, a fluke, a luck, Arsenal get. That's why they do for the top. Next season, we want to make sure we replicate this season's success to make people understand that this season wasn't a fluke or isn't a fluke. That's so the season end, now we'll see who Arsenal will buy. And even the Evening Standard itself, don't come and say I can't talk, say Arteta the scouts a very, very physical player to make sure say Arsenal stand a better chance of playing next season, because we don't get physicality up front. Jesus has a lot of aggression, but you don't get that physicality of the team. People like Osimhen will give you. So Baba talk say we are looking at Osimhen, we are looking at people like Vlahovic, we are looking at people like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Rasmus Højlund. He gets all these kind of players, and Tammy Abraham of Roma. These are the caliber of players where Baba is scammed for in front. And one thing that is synonymous with all of them is the fact that they are very, very tall, apart from Rasmus Højlund, who is not as tall as the likes of these people. So we'll just watch how everything will be. I like this new dimension where I want to try next season, because we need a target man up front to give us a different dimension, so that when people are marking our players, give them a different dimension to score a lot of goals. So it's the season end. Our Nathan Ake said, don't come outside and talk, say Man City go need to win all their 11 games wey remain to stand a chance of catching Arsenal in the title race, because it is very, very tight, and Arsenal don't look like a team that want to stop anytime soon. That what team about the talk, so you don't know how it will be. So more just the watch. For me, I know it's going to be difficult for them. We now are in the driving seat, we have everything in our front, so if you go spoil, now we go take our hand, spoiler. So must make sure we go to that Etihad Congo, because Ake said the talk and say they still get Arsenal with the Etihad, and them know how important that match is going to be, so they want to make sure they beat us at their home to cut off 3 points from whatever lead we have over them. Well, we said we go make sure so we go there and we die there. Must make sure say we collect at least a draw if we know if we win. At least the aim and objective in that match is do not lose, no matter what happens. Keep a clear head. We can knock them. You get, it's possible. Anybody can beat anybody for this league. It's possible. Alright, Stuart Pearce. Don't come outside yourself, come to talk, say Bukayo Saka in the back to win the EPL player of the season, because Saka has been giving a good showing this season. Saka is very, very important to Arsenal. But for me, we'll see the way the thing will end. Like many points they said, don't or give the same opinion. If Arsenal win the league, Saka is going to win either the player of the season or the young player of the season, the best player of the season or the young player of the season. You get, Saka will win one, Haaland will win one. If Man City win now, Haaland will win the two. Now the way with me I see him, because most times and the team will win the league, now they give him player all this kind of award. Most times you get, there can be exceptions, but exception does not negate the general rule. So more just see how all these things will be. So me say I back my star boy to win this award. I don't go believe say Arsenal analysts and my Aston Villa analysts, the FA don't charge them say for improper conduct. They have until Friday 31st to appeal or respond to the charge. So what's happened now? That will play Aston Villa will win the 4-2. Our analysts and the analysts, Victor Manas and Miguel Molina, two of them the fight. So the FA they charge them, but the contest in our own analyst Molina and I start everything. Because he do that will score. We be saying that their own keeper Martinez can take head, carry ball entire side. Our own analyst can look their analyst, because their analyst was a former Arsenal analyst. We can change per place. Can move ship. Go there, so our own the pepera. But that's how I call it. The players give our analyst dirty slap. When I read the story, I was just laugh. So I don't know. I'm not sure Arsenal go appeal. Maybe they will just fine us like £30,000 or £40,000. We will pay. You get, so I don't know that Aston Villa self they go appeal. So we'll just see how everything will go. So my dear footballer, if you know what yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen. You will see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. I get out.